What's up, guys? It's Clutch Fanatic 37 here. Just going to do a quick theory behind the mesh and some updates on it. So the theory of the mesh is I wanted to make a wax mesh because I absolutely love them. They hold the ball really nicely. They're practically weatherproof besides the shooting strings usually. Those are the only ones that hold the water and may affect the way that you play just because they're not coated. I really like that. They add grip to the ball, especially if you use a grippy ball and there's a bit of wax in the mesh, like bedded in. It'll add a bit more grip so you can get a little more power, a little bit more shots, and you don't have to do the insane pull down. And then you can also do some real cool color combinations, and then when you wax it, the bleeding kind of goes away, the wax covers it. So yeah, so what I did was I went through, I want to say 8 or 9 different types of waxes and solutions. Not liking a bunch of them. One of them was just absolutely terrible. It did hardly anything. I strung an 8 diamond pocket, which means like 8 diamonds down, so it's real shallow. No shooting strings, and it was no pull down whatsoever. But the ball wouldn't come out. The wax was way too sticky, so that was a big failure. But I finally got it right. I sent it out to a couple people, just kind of like I did a free thing. Went through my friends list on the Clutch Pro Stringings, or the likes, and asked people if they wanted a piece. They said sure, so I sent them to them, asking them not to do a video or release a review, just to tell me how they liked it. And they all liked it, which was pretty cool. So, I don't know. A lot of people are worrying about the money factor and how expensive it is. But if you think about it, it's cheaper than Mark Mesh. Roughly the same same price as like East Coast Dyes Mesh and Throne of Strings Mesh. So I mean, they're all roughly the same price. Mine might be a little more pricey, but that's probably just because the way I dye them and the way that I do it. It takes a lot of time and effort to get each piece done correctly, and I want to make sure that everything comes out perfect or close to perfect to where the customer will be happy. So I really take time into it. The stars and bars piece, which you see here, it's really, really well done, I feel. It took me 2 or 3 test tries to get it, but I finally got it, so I'm producing about 8 pieces of that right now. I'm just working on dyeing them, because you have to go down each piece, or each line, and it's kind of complicated. It takes a while. It takes like an hour to do, or an hour and a half, depending on how clean I want to do it. So I'm really working on that to mass produce those, and I'm selling those for about $45. A lot of people are going to be saying that's way too much for a piece of mesh. I would kind of have to agree, but it's more or less for those people that want to, have something that looks cool, something that produces, and just, they have the money to spend on it. Mark Mesh does this stuff. Theirs is perfectly done, but it takes them a week to make each piece, or it says no less than under 6 days, so 6 days or more, and they charge $100 a piece, I believe. So I mean, that's really high priced. I would never buy that. So right here, you can get your own for $45. Going for the mesh, really. I just wanted something that looked cool, performed, and something that a lot of people would be interested in. And wax mesh tends to be the thing. One person asked me what my formula is. I don't know why he would ask that. Just simply because I'm not going to give it out yet. I'm thinking after a couple sets of mesh, I have like 20 pieces of soft mesh left to do, given that I got 38, and there's been a bunch of test pieces, and then there's some upstairs that are for customers and for me, myself, and my friends. But I mean, here's a pocket. I mean, there's a channel of my stick. There's really not that much pull down. I mean, I skipped one hole right there, and the rest is just SIs, and it has amazing hold, amazing whip. I just showered with it. Use shampoo just to clean it off, and that really works. It's pretty much clean. I really like it. We had practice tonight, and I used it, and it was muddy. And where we practice, there's almost like a marsh on the outside of the field. So, being the guy I am, I stuck my head in there and passed with it and played with it during practice, and there was no difference whatsoever. I'll do one of those videos soon. I got work tomorrow morning, then 2 hours, and then a practice. Same with Thursday. So hopefully Friday or Saturday I'll be able to get some of that done, just to show people. So I want to do a hardness test real fast. So there it is. Ball's roughly, I don't know, like 3 feet above, maybe 2 feet, 3 feet. So if I miss, don't make fun of me. Yes, yeah, I missed. I'm retarded. Hold on. Alright, here, I'll do it like this. Alright, so there it is. So I'll move the ball, not pushing it down. So there you go. I mean, decent sized crater. Really soft, but not too soft like most wax meshes. You know, my friend Sam, he came up with this cool design. So I'm thinking, I mean, he did it really nicely. I tried it on my own piece, it didn't come out so well. So I'm working on that. That'll be coming soon. Stars and bars will be available, I want to say, by Sunday. I'm just going to do a big production of them because a lot of people have been asking about them. So I'm going to do a big production of them, make about like 10 pieces, sell them. So what I'm going to do is, if they start selling more, because I've sold like 6 pieces already, which isn't too much, but I mean, it's enough to help get me started. Plus only like 180 people, I think, have seen the videos. So I'm waiting for all that to take off. You know, waiting for people to do good reviews, waiting for more people to want it. And when they do, I mean, I have some ideas in the coming, I guess. So like custom flags, like the Canada, a maple leaf in it. I'm going to try and do that. Smiley face mesh, a lot of people have been asking about that. I'm going to work on that too. But there's just, like, the theory behind it, I guess, is a very lengthy video. It's almost 7 minutes now. If you guys want a piece, email me, clutchmesh@gmail.com. I explain it all in other videos. You know, I don't know. I'm going to try getting a website here soon that displays absolutely everything I've done. I'm working on doing more custom stock pieces. So like black, white, red fade, Carolina white, black fade, stuff like that. So, I mean, leave some suggestions in the box, or in the comment area. Please, I mean, I know it's pricey-ish for wax mesh, so I mean, not too people are interested in it right now, but I feel like they will soon. Another test I did was in the summer heat. Like, if you live in Arizona or Texas, it gets really hot. The wax will not melt off. There's a special process I do after. So most people, what they do is they'll dye the mesh, put in the wax, take it out, let it dry, and send it off. I take 2 more steps after you pull it out, just to make sure that the wax stays in the mesh. I did a couple tests to make sure it wouldn't come off in the heat, and it really doesn't. I mean, given if you're playing a tournament on turf in 110 degree weather, some wax will fade away from it. That's just kind of, that's almost impossible to get away from. Otherwise, it repels water tremendously well. It's not too waxy. The first couple pieces I did were really waxy, so I had to throw those away, figure out a better way to coat it, and I did. And those customers will be getting their new pieces, because there were 2 customers earlier this morning. They were just, like, right after I uploaded the video, they were into it. I tried their pieces, and the way I coated them was I rolled the mesh into like a ball, or just like rolled it almost like a cinnamon roll, I guess, and rolled it through the wax. And what that did was it bunched up and gathered, and it got really bad. I mean, there was massive flakes, and it was just way too waxy to handle. So those were test pieces. I threw them out, made them new pieces, coated them up. Those are being sent out tomorrow morning. Go ahead, email clutchmesh@gmail.com if you're interested. Pricing, I mean, if people ask questions, I mean, I'll tell them the prices, really. I don't get too picky or too frustrated when too many people email me. I've had a bunch of emails asking. Also, another thing, white mesh will be released fairly soon. I'm thinking by the end of the week, because I've got the next 2 days is work till 3, practice at 6. That gives me like 2.5 hours roughly in between, and that's not much time to dye, let it dry, and then coat it. So I'm going to try working on that. I'll be doing some stock colors too, so like solid colors. I don't know. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a bunch of stock pieces, have them all laid out on the ground for you guys, and then tell you the prices of them. So that'll be here soon. Pricing video, I guess. Sorry for such a long video. Just so much to talk about with this stuff, and I want to give you my experience with it, how I feel, what I wanted to do with it, and how I accomplished it through so many tests. I'm hoping to send out a couple pieces to some fairly big people on YouTube. Probably people that don't do their own wax mesh just because they might be biased. Just honest reviews. Weston from Colorado, he said that he really liked the Stars and Bars, so I might be sending one piece his way. Weston, if you see this, I'll get in touch with you real soon once I finish the pieces up, and I'll send you a piece. I might do a contest here soon to send out a couple pieces, so look for that. Sorry for such a lengthy video, just so much to talk about. Hopefully you guys enjoy this stuff. I really enjoy doing it. It'd be nice to sell more pieces. I'm at like the so much money making point from it to where after they get shipped out, I can buy more mesh and make more. So I'm going to do that here real soon. Just hoping that this stuff will start taking off soon. But once again, I keep repeating myself, but thanks for watching. I really enjoy you guys. You guys are great. Some of the comments are awesome. They're funny. I don't get mad when people say, you're a fag, or this stuff's too expensive, or your stuff sucks. I don't take much offense to it, because everyone has their own opinion, and I feel, as long as I like it, then I'm happy with it. I don't know, I guess, I'm going to keep talking. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll get back to you guys, a video probably Thursday, Friday, just the pieces laid out and everything.